Hey, are you at the station? Oh, shit. Okay. Were you there? We just need the stick. We just wanted to see if the mic levels were good because Luke has been noticing that like our stick mic, like the interviews, they've been kind of coming in somewhat low. Like whenever we drag him over into into Stratus and Edius, like we bring them up and then they sound fine, but he even says he's noticing it's low on the camera, so he tried adjusting it manually to like get it to where like it sounds more, but I didn't. I was gonna look at to see if it sounded fine back at the station. So, uh, yeah, we got 10 minutes till the conference is supposed to officially start. Um, so I mean, if you get back and nobody's in front, ingest phone. Okay, call that. Okay. Okay. All right, I'll call that real quick. All right, thanks. Hello. Hey, hey, Amit. We were just, I'm just calling to see if mic levels back in your end are good. We've been noticing that our stick mic it has some lower mic levels, so I'm standing in front of the camera right now, near the microphone. Okay. All right. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, hello. Okay.
I don't want to like
Okay. Perfect.
break it, but
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
oh wait, oh yeah, yeah. I'm so sorry. I thought this was your mic.
All right. Perfect. Yep. No problem.
I'm gonna actually move this back. I'm so sorry. I thought that was your mic.
Oh, no, I'm good. Just trying to figure how. Ain't nothing worse than a mic falling over and it's your mic in the middle of the press conference.
Oh my gosh. This is such a tall microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Unless you can bend it.
Yeah. Down that way.
That looks better, huh? There we go. That looks so funny. It's
I just
so
think
tall.
I don't know how tall the sheriff is, so I just worry about it blocking.
Yeah, well, the sheriff's pretty tall.
He is okay.
Yeah, he's not.
Here, let's go like this. That looks better, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless you
that's
can turn it a little bit more
That's
this
about
way.
as short as it's getting.
Yeah.
So.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just worry. I'm wondering if he's gonna have like stuff he needs to put on. Then I might need to move this.
How many mics can you
Oh
get
my
on?
god, all these mics, yo.
Yeah.
Mic check. Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna be done touching you now. Okay.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let me go get
Whenever the sheriff comes, I would try getting it to where like avoid the break as possible. So probably the ball, but
Jamon, would you say 10 words?
I'm sorry. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Test. Hello, hello. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 3, 2, 1. Good. Hello, hello.
Well, they're gonna stream it online. Nobody's gonna be,
It's going to be.
I don't think, I mean, maybe they might want to.
You can do it that way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. All right, it's all good. It's all good. All right. All right, bye-bye. Right, that's what I said. I said, I'm just when I get there.
Testing 1 2, check 1 2. Testing mic test, everyone. Testing 1 2 3, check 1. Can count on Mr. Haskins to be late. Check 1 2.
Nobody rolled on that one.
Check 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Testing. Check 1. Mic test. Check 1. Check 1. Channel 10, you good? Check 1. Check, check, check. Haskins, you good?
Yep.
So I don't wanna do it for everyone, I don't, you guys don't like it, please tell me.
It's so light in here, I can't even be able to see. Do you have it on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch. Wait, go, will you go first and wait, real quick, and see if I can, if you can tell difference? Tell me what you guys think, we can really tell difference.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, you can leave it on. That's good.
Leave it on, okay. Is that okay with the coloring? That can make it warmer or colder.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Alright. I'm gonna turn it off until you get this, so my daughter can hear me.
Y'all didn't leave me much space to put my paper, did you? Yeah, let's take care of that. Let's move these flags to the end of you guys. Y'all just kind of stand behind the podium there. Does that give enough room? Go on, you little bit more, John. Thank all of you all for being here today. Family, thank you all for being here today. It's truly a sad day. You know, as law enforcement officers, we get up, we go to work every day. Some days are great days, and there are other days that are not so great. And today, it's kind of twofold. It's what I call mixed emotions about today. Today at approximately 8:30 a.m., the Amherst County Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant at 673 Pendleton Drive here in Amherst County. Upon searching the property, human remains were found. All indications lead us to believe the remains are those of Elsie Mae Wiggington, 45, who was reported missing on June 26, 2023. We are awaiting DNA confirmation from the medical examiner's office in Roanoke to confirm this identity. Frederick Lewis Wiggington, Jr., 37, was located in Rockbridge County and taken into custody. Mr. Wiggington was transported to the Middle River Regional Jail, where he is being held with no bond. Mr. Wiggington has been charged with Virginia Code Section 182-323.2, Code of Virginia, concealment of a dead body. The community needs to know that as soon as our department was made aware of Mrs. Wiggington being reported missing last year, we immediately initiated an active investigation. There have been many man-hours dedicated to the search of Elsie. I extend a sincere appreciation to the men here behind us. There are still some out working today, men and women, to make this day possible. These agencies are the men and women of our organization, Virginia State Police, Amherst County Department of Public Safety, and the U.S. Marshal Service. This has been a combined effort of all of these agencies mentioned. This continues to be an ongoing investigation, and additional charges may follow. I appreciate the media's assistance in getting the message out about Elsie's disappearance. Folks, this has been a difficult task. As I made all of you all aware when we gained knowledge of this, to back up for approximately a year and put the tracks together of an individual and all of her contacts and acquaintances, it's been quite difficult. But these men and women here behind me, those that are still out that couldn't be here today, there's some still over in Rockbridge, some in Augusta, working on this, and we'll be continually working on it for the next while to have this case prepared like it needs to be to continue to move forward. But as I have told the family, Elsie has been my number one concern, and today I feel that we've gotten some justice for her and locating her. So from that, I will entertain any questions that you all may have.
Sheriff, you said Frederick is facing concealment charges. Are there possible charges pending of him being potentially responsible for her death?
The investigation is ongoing, and the likelihood there will be additional charges coming in the very near future.
Are you able to tell us where the body was found? I mean, you guys have been going to that house a couple times. Why maybe was it not found beforehand? Were they hidden somewhere?
Yes, today was the second visit to that property under a search warrant, and we went initially and recovered what we took that time, and then over the last couple of weeks, continuing interviews and putting pieces together, took us back again today, and today we were able to locate her based on information we'd received the last couple of weeks.
Sheriff, people still talk about what they call a delay in the search effort in comparison to maybe the past administration. Do you have any comment there for people who are talking about this nonstop?
Mr. Whitehead, I can't say why. I can only say as soon as we were, we were notified, we immediately have been on it and not let up on it one day. There's pretty much been weekly meetings, if not several times a week. We're meeting with the combined agencies, and we've just been on it. I cannot say why. I have no idea why it took almost a year for it to, the actual investigation to be initiated. I can't speak to that, but I can say as soon as I was made or we were made aware of it, it's been nonstop.
Can you speak to, when you were going into today, issuing that search warrant and looking for that body, can you speak to if you knew where to look this time compared to last time? And how quickly was the body found after starting your search today?
We had some indications of where to look, and we were probably there 30 minutes before we felt that we had located remains.
And was it found on the property or in the house?
No, it was on the property. Yep.
Is there any correlation to Frederick's ex-wife, who was believed to still be on the property, live on the property?
Right now, we have no correlation with those two.
Sheriff, when you were reading the press release and talking to us, you could hear your voice getting, shaken up. This obviously means a lot to you. Can you talk to us a little bit about why this case means a lot to you?
It could be my family, it could be your family. But at the end of the day, she was a human being that didn't deserve what happened to her. That's why I'm upset. She was a vibrant life with children and grandchildren, sisters, whatever. Hard-working woman that provided care to people each and every day with her job. And to see and do what we had to do today, there's no excuse in it. None.
Can you just talk about that with like the testament of taking every single missing person's report seriously? Obviously, you mentioned that when you guys heard of it, the year-long gap, that you were heads-on with this. Just why is it important to take every report as serious as possible?
Because that's our job. That's why it's important. That's our job. That's what we take an oath to do, is protect and serve mankind.
Are you able to tell us if was the body whole when you found it? Like, was it pieces?
It's the body. She has been taken to the ME's office, and I'll leave it at that.
What's the next steps for this investigation for you as a department?
We'll continue interviews. Interviews are ongoing as we speak right now. Today just starts another chapter. There are many chapters to this. Finding her today, knowing that she's no longer with us, gives us all the direction to go where we need to go. There was always that faint ray of hope that she may turn up somewhere okay. In my mind, knowing what I knew, the likelihood of that being true was very dim for me. But over the last week and a half, after we had gotten further information and we got the probable cause we needed to get the search warrant, and then got the personnel in place to do what we needed to do today, it was my prayers that we find her, and we did.
So you've been on the property since this morning?
It's about 8:30 this morning.
There's been people there all day today. Why the continuation of officers on the property right now?
Well, it's a crime scene, and a crime scene has to be processed appropriately. You don't halfway do anything. You try not to leave any stones unturned, and that's what these men and women are doing, to make sure that they don't overlook anything, they don't leave anything behind, and that the day that we go to the courthouse with Elsie's case, that we get a solid conviction.
How long do you think they'll be out there today?
Probably not much longer, probably an hour or so, if that long.
Sheriff, you still need and want people to come
If
forward?
anyone may have any information, of something they heard, something they've seen, absolutely, Mr. Whitehead, please have them to reach out to us, any of you guys. Yep.
I know you've had conversations with the families. They're here right now, and just for our sake, what's your message to them?
Our prayers are with his family. Our prayers are with her children and her grandchildren. No family should have to go through this. Absolutely no family.
Sheriff, any word to those who may be dealing with a domestic violence issue? As you know, it was reported that she was involved in that type of situation. Any word to those who may be in the midst of such a situation?
Absolutely. Any of those folks that may be involved and feel they're entrapped in domestic situations, there are many ways out. There are many hotlines now that people can talk and people can find resources that they need to get themselves out of domestic situations that can potentially lead to violence in situations such as this. And I can only encourage those that find themselves in these situations is to please reach out and get out.
Right now, there is just concealment of the body charges.
That is correct, yes, ma'am.
Are there murder charges coming?
I can't say. I can tell you that the likelihood of additional charges will be coming, yes, ma'am.
Anybody else you think will be charged in this?
Right now, our focus is on Mr. Wiggington. As again, it's still under investigation and anything is possible.
And just to confirm, it was Rockbridge County Jail?
He's at Middle River Regional Jail, which is in, I think it's Augusta, but he was located in Rockbridge, and so he has to be taken before the closest magistrate. So that was at Middle River. Yes.
Are you able to say how he was located? Was he at a different residence? Was it a car?
We've had knowledge of where he's been since early hours of this morning. I'll leave it at that. And we have not lost sight of him the entire day.
Can you tell us during this investigation if he has made any comments, denial?
I cannot. No, sir, I cannot. Any other questions?
Any final word for us, Sheriff?
I'm sorry?
Any final word for us?
My appreciation is to these men and women and the commitment they've made to serve mankind, and what they've done in particular with this case has been quite difficult. And to the family, you all have my utmost sympathy. Absolutely. If there's anything we can do to help you all forward with this, please let us know.
Do you know if the case is going to go forward in J&D or General District, or do you know which court?
I don't know right now.
I just heard domestic violence, so.
Yes, because, they were husband and wife at the time of her disappearance, so it will most likely start in J&D. Any other questions? Thanks again for you all's attention to this matter and all the publicity that you all have given this over the last couple of months. We truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Would any members of the family like to say anything?
Correction on this, he was taken in custody with Stewart's draft when they actually took him into custody today. One of the agents corrected me on it, Stewart's draft. And that's in Augusta County, correct. And that's the reason that he went to Middle River. Yep. Stewart's draft is where he was located, and that is within Augusta County, yes, ma'am.
And he resides in that address?
He resides in Rockbridge County, is that correct? His last known address is Rockbridge County. Yes.
He wasn't at Pendleton Drive, was he?
No, he hadn't been there for several months, for quite a while.
And what time was he arrested at again?
Hour and a half ago.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
But he had lived at that address? He had lived at that?
That was the address they were living at the time of her disappearance. Yes, sir. She has not been there all day, and I do not know what that status will be from this point forward. Yep. She was there early hours of this morning, but she left when we arrived. Any other questions? All right, thank you all again. Thank you all, guys.